Oh, Kaliakro, thank you. Alright, let's go wait a couple of seconds more and see if a little bit more people will show up, will join us. Anyways, so, afternoon, happy Wednesday afternoon, March 5th. How's everybody doing today? Today's podcast, we're going to talk about recognizing of anxiety. And before we begin, why don't we plug in to the source for a second by placing our hands on the belly, our feet on the earth, or sit on the earth, lie down on the earth with our feet, with the knees bent, the feet on the earth, and imagine breathing a red light and filling the belly button as though we're filling a balloon with air. Breathing in the nose and exhaling, pulling the belly into the spine, lifting the heart, tilting the chin, and exhaling the breath into the earth. Let's do this 2 more times. Let's inhale and fill the belly, the ribs, put a hand on the belly and on the chest. Imagining breathing red and inhaling belly, ribs, and chest with breath. And hold that breath in 4, 3, 2, 1, or whatever's comfortable for you. And exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhaling one more time. Hold that breath in, settling into the moment. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. And hello again. Noticing any differences or similarities or just a little bit of breathing before we start to engage. And hello again for this podcast, recognizing the symptoms of anxiety. And what does that mean? Recognizing the symptoms of anxiety and how to transform. Well, as we've discussed in other podcasts, anxiety is really a surplus of energy. And we don't know what to do with it. Oh, it's a surplus of energy that we've labeled anxiety. Now, caretaker, a mom, a doctor, a nurse, holistic healer, sorry, I'm having a blank. Holistic healer, the ones that everybody that helps everybody online, anybody that's always exerting themselves. We have to remember to fill our own tank. We don't fill our own tank with gas and we're on empty. And we might experience anxiety because our tank becomes empty. And how is this anxiety experienced? It could be experienced. One of my students says she experiences it like electricity passing through her body that hurts, that stings. Some people experience it with sweaty palms, tightness across the chest, shortness of breath, empty mind. But all that is there's sensations, and they're not our enemy. There's signals. They're talking to us. They're our body's way of calling for balance and healing. Are we able to hear it? Well, that's how it transforms. After we learn to recognize it and hear it. So what are these signals? Understanding the signals. Anxiety at its core is a response that affects us on every level: physiological, mental, and emotional. When our hearts race, our hearts could be racing, it could be a tightness across the chest, it could be sweaty palms, shortness of breath. They're just all messages from the inner being ourselves talking to us. We can imagine our body like an orchestra. And when one instrument plays too loud or off key, the harmony's disturbed. There is no harmony. It's imbalanced. And that's just the same thing with anxiety. And we can recognize these signs as like, I'm starting to get a little sweaty palms, sweaty under the pits, tightness across the chest, bullets through my body. It's the first step to returning to calm, to balance and self-assuredness. And really, it takes a ton of courage to be able to do that, to recognize, to be able to see myself with loving eyes. Shouldn't really be something we shouldn't have to learn to do, but we have to learn to do. And so recognizing the effects, or what are the signs, the signals of anxiety: the tightness across the chest, the sweaty palms, maybe sweaty pits, the bullets, and it's like bullets swimming through the body, shortness of breath. So let's say the next time we're beginning to feel the fluttering of the heart, or the tightness across the chest, or beginning to feel the palm sweat, why don't we do like we did at the beginning of the podcast and just take a moment and breathe wherever we are. Imagining a red light, imagining the earth coming up and embracing us, imagining a red light filling the belly. Bring the breath deep into the belly, right by the belly button. And as we bring ourselves into the belly, we're really beginning this amazing journey of exploring and understanding ourselves. And the truth is, we really can't be in relationship with somebody else if we don't understand ourselves. So this is really a gift. Like, wow, man, I'm having a surplus of energy that we label anxiety or nervousness. What am I going to do with it? Well, I'm going to take a moment and breathe in. So let's take a moment and breathe in the ribs and the chest with breath. And hold the breath in. Stop the mind, no, but give us something else to think about. 4, 3, 2, exhaling. So let's just take another moment to check it out. The physical manifestations of sweaty palms, sweaty pits, tightness across the chest, they're just effects of an imbalance. So we could think of anxiety or nervousness as a gentle urge from our inner self to reconnect with our true center, safe and supported. In this moment, we can take a deep breath in the belly, ribs, and chest, and connecting with that hidden strength, connecting with that person that we know we already are, beneath the facade of nervousness and anxiety. The wellspring of resilience is just waiting to be awakened. So, if you've enjoyed just a little bit of breathing with me today, I invite you to embrace your anxiety as I've embraced my anxiety as a pathway to transformation. You're not alone. 25% more people experience nervous anxiety since the pandemic than before the pandemic. It's kind of normal, which has a lot of different labels as well. But if you're really being courageous and on the path of self-love, really ready to fill that tank, to really be able to serve others because we're already serving ourselves, I'm going to invite you to participate. We're going to be giving a 4-week virtual course, Transforming Nervous Anxiety, into March 31st to April 28th. where we will be building a platform, lasting transformation. Twice a week we'll have yoga, Mondays and Thursdays, and Tuesdays and Fridays is meditation and sound healing. We're also going to look at nutrition, maybe even share recipes, because food has a lot. I mean, what we eat is, we are what we eat. Now, and how does that affect our anxiety? How are we choosing to embrace our anxiety on the physiological, mental, and emotional levels? Well, physiological is food as well. And on Wednesdays, we will have a group meeting. We can share recipes. We even do cooking online. And what we'll be working with, sneak preview, is we'll be breathing. We'll be doing yoga twice a week, gentle and vigorous. It's a fusion of Hatha, Kundalini, Vinyasa flow, in which we use Bija mantras, which are actually the vowel sounds of the Hindu alphabet, as well as vowel sounds which release pent up emotions in the body. We'll be color breathing, and when we breathe colors, it connects to different parts of the brain. When we chant or even just talking, but when we sing, Terry, when we even just sing, we're increasing our dopamines and endorphins and lowering cortisol levels. And right there, we're already embracing the label of surplus energy, the label we've given as anxiety or nervousness. We'll also be working with mudras, which are yoga for the hands. Our fingertips are filled with different nerves that connect to the brain. So we lightly touch our fingertips in certain different forms. It brings in different sensations in the body. Remembering that as we embrace our anxiety, we're embracing ourselves. The more we embrace ourselves, the more we can truly embrace our relationships. Because all the love that seems to come from outside of us is but reflection of the love within us. And in this journey, this 4-week journey, I'm also offering personal journeys of unshakable, from nervous anxiety to unshakable self-esteem. We'll learn how to recognize the body's cues. We'll develop mindfulness practices. We'll transform energy with sound and color. We'll find our inner voice. We'll empower our inner voice. We'll empower our mind with affirmations and visualizations, different techniques, and we're going to truly nurture our body with food. That's easy to get. It's not expensive. That's normal. So the transformation isn't just an emotional journey. It's a complete recalibration of your physiological, mental, and emotional well-being or self. We're taking the step right now into this power, feeling grounded and cultivating unshakable self-confidence. So, before we leave, let's take a moment to breathe in. Let's imagine breathing a red light, breathing in safety. Hold the breath in, belly and chest, and exhaling and lengthening the spine towards the sky, exhaling into the earth. And I thank you very much for tuning in to the podcast. And any questions, any way I can be of any service, please let me know. And have a wonderful afternoon.